Hello everyone, this is Razan Bartola from Sargam TV and we welcome to your program. Today I'm going to introduce with Dr. Teshering Lama. Dr. Lama is a social entrepreneur, he's a social worker and an academician. He holds a master's degree in public health and PhD in telemedicine. Dr. Lama has been doing volunteer work for more than a decade, and even the university where he did his PhD, they offered a 20 student scholarship in his name for the recognition for all the work he has done to change the society. Dr. Lama, thank you for coming and welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
Could you please tell us why you are here in the USA and for this trip?
I'm here. This is my first time in the USA. Though I travel quite a lot, but I've never been to USA, but this is my first time. The reason I'm in San Francisco and LA is Childrich is part of the charity partner of this Hollywood movie called Sold. The Sold is a movie that tells a story of 12 years old girl who has been trafficked from Nepal to India and all the ordeal that she had to go through, which is a wonderful movie made by Oscar winner director Jeffrey Brown and the producer Jane Charles. And in that movie that we have got a Madan Krishna Sreshtadai from Nepal and also Haribams Acharya. There's a Bollywood actresses and actor, and also Hollywood actress and actor David Arquette and Gillian Anderson. They are here as well. So as part of that panel discussion before the screening of the movie in the Hollywood Film Festival on 16th, that we have got a panel discussion for war on women. So because of our work, that Childrich has launched the global campaign, Taught Not Trafficked. Is about importance of education for the girls, so it will prevent the girls being trafficked, not only in Nepal but across the globe. Because trafficking is one of the biggest human right issue of our time. And I think no children should deserve to be trafficked and go through such a horrible, horrible ordeal, either be it in Nepal or in the USA. So it is a launching of the global campaign Taught Not Traffic as well, and also be in a panel and share the Nepal perspective and also what Childrich Nepal is doing to overcome and also prevent the Taught Not kind of child trafficking in Nepal. So due to that as well, I'm here, and the reason I'm in San Francisco is because Jeffrey Brown, he is from San Francisco. So I had a lots of meeting with lots of wonderful friends, the people who invested in the movies, to the people who played in the movies. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay, I see. So how your organization was involved in this movie creation thing?
It was a wonderful coincidence. We had a common friend who introduced us with Jeffrey and Jane. Jeffrey spent a lot of time in Nepal doing a research. 2 or 3 times he came and did a proper research. The Sold is based on this award-winning book written by Patricia McCormick, and they decided to make the movie out of that book. And when I read the book, it's a beautiful book, and I said, I'm in. There's something need to be done. The light need to be shined on these issues. The globally, it need to be shine the light, and the movie is able to shine that light. And because of the cause, that movie can bring a change and impact on the people. I said, I'm in. Right. And on top of that, the Childrich Nepal and the Childrich in NASA, we both did a research in the 2 districts in the central Nepal on the trafficking to find the real cause of trafficking. Why children been trafficked? Yes, that I always tell that trafficking is a symptom. Real cause is something else. Right. So the conclusion came that keeping a girls and keeping a children in the school will minimize or reduce almost 70 to 80% chances of girl being trafficked. So there's a huge number that we can save. So, and the Childrich have been working in the education, health, and child right and protection for last 4 or 5 years in Nepal. We reach out to more than 30,000 children in Nepal. But now, having said that once we have done the research, that we have this evidence that education will overcome or prevent the girls being trafficked from this area. So other things, I'm here to raise the awareness what the situation is. On top of that, also kind of mobilizing the people and also resources to tackle those issues. For example, that next 3 years we try to keep this 2,000 children in the school, providing them a lunch, because as you know, in Nepal the children have to walk for 2 to 3 hours to get to school. You cannot study hungry stomach. Exactly. And on top of that, we're also going to build the toilets in the school, so it's mostly targeted the girls. So they won't get humiliated or harassed not having a toilets in the schools. And on top of that, we'll train the teachers about on the topic of trafficking in that particular risk area. And also we're working with the government to come up with a curriculum development. So it is a part of the curriculum, the trafficking and danger of being trafficked. And what we come to understand, and also our research shows, is parents has been tricked by the traffickers that their children will get a better life somewhere else. And when the parents cannot provide, they always wish a better for their children. So at the end, they end up somewhere else, probably India or somewhere else where they've been trafficked. So our job is how to prevent that, and also that we're working with this award-winning survivors group organization called Shakti Samwa, who is happy to go to the villages and go and tell the truth and the reality of being trafficked to 35,000 people living in these two areas. So our main concern is how we can prevent children being trafficked and keeping them in the schools. So we're looking at all this kind of approach so that we'll have our children will be in the school. So beside that, that's why we launched this campaign called Taught Not Trafficked. You can go into our website and visit our website to see that what's important.
Thank you for the information. So this movie, is it really a movie, or the movie based on the real story, or is it a documentary, or what it is? What it's called? What's the name?
Sold.
SOLD.
It's a feature film. It's a proper movie. It is based on that book called Sold, but most of it is based on the true stories, not one story, but the Patricia McCormick has done a lot of research on listening, interviewing people who've been trafficked. So it tells the stories of many, many people who go through this ordeal, not only in Nepal, but in India and even in America and everywhere around the world. So it's a beautiful movie, the feature film. So this is not a documentary.
Thank you.
We are very honored being a part of become one of the charity partner of the movie Sold. So due to that as well, I'm here, and please do go and watch the movie. Support our campaign, A Taught Not Traffic. Every little helps. You share the message to people that the education is the only way to overcome any kind of social challenges.
Thank you. And could you please tell us more about the other programs you have been doing in Nepal?
Last 4 years, we're basically working in the three areas. One is education, health, child right, and protections. As I told you earlier, this is all the holistic overall understanding of children development. So we have got a school improvement project, teachers training. Also that we train the school management committee as well how to run the schools. Also we have got a teachers award that we award the good teachers in the schools, so motivating them. And we also got a work-based learning teacher scholarship, providing a further education program for the teachers in the villages so they can stay there and teach the kids. That's as a part of the education side, and also that we do a science initiative that's building a science lab in the schools, library, everything that needed children to be in the schools. Okay. Besides that, on the health side, we have got a big school health program. So that we did a pilot, that we started this project, having a school-based health center. Having a health center in the school will just encourage children to come to school when they get sick. Also, they can bring their parents when they get sick as well. So not only providing the health, basic health care, it also provides the sense of belongings of the school in the villages and sense of community ownership of the school as well. On top of that, the health worker's job is not only provide the curative and preventive, his job is to teach and educate the kids as well on the first aid and raise awareness about what the disease might be prevalent in that area. Besides that, we also run the different kind of health camps and everything. On third thing, we also have child protections and child right. On that, we also work very closely with intellectually challenged children, so providing them life skills so that they might not be able to scale up in the academic side, but they'll learn the life skills to able to look after themselves. So those are the areas, and also the child right and protection. We have got a My School, My Voice. That is school connections. The 10 schools in the Nepal are connected to the schools in the UK. Children are children. They shouldn't have borders to learn about it. Right. So as a My School, My Voice, children are not only a beneficiary, they are agent of change. We listen to them and what is best that we can support them so they can unlock their potential. For last year onwards, that we are working very closely with UNICEF Nepal and also Kathmandu University and Meeting Point to launch this national project called Idea Studio. So it is where we look for the ideas which can ignite the social change. So ideas, the entrepreneurship we need to develop. So we've been very fortunate that with our request or with our campaign, we had more than 600 ideas. You know, they submitted amazing idea that not only transport the Nepalese people, but it also transformed the whole society. So it's called Igniting a Social Change. So that is called Idea Studio. That's completely another project that's coming up. Amazing project, which I'm very, very proud that is coming up. Second thing, we also provide the scholarship for the graduates, for the master's, MPhil, and PhD students, so they can do a proper research, they can do a proper, collect the proper data. So one of the things is we believe that there's a potential in Nepalese, and this is about unlocking the Nepalese potential. So these are the things, but we always believe in partnership.
I see.
Because it's not about looking for independent, it's for interdependent, that what matters. That something goes wrong in Nepal will affect America as well, directly or indirectly. There's a lot of issues that doesn't have a borders. So due to that as well, this is a gradual igniting a social change in Nepal. So these are, in a nutshell, we're unlocking our Nepalese children potential and also Nepalese young people potentials. And while unlocking their potential, we're unlocking our own potential as well. So we learn, we set up the best practice, and we share those best practice with others as well. So we've been very, very fortunate to able to reach out to hundreds of thousands of children. But this wouldn't have possible without amazing people in Nepal supporting, also in the UK and also in America, everywhere. But at the end, it's adding a value to each other's life. So that's what the child reach is in a nutshell.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Sorry, going back to the movie Salt, how it is different than other movie? So the movie is, you know, it's Bollywood, Collywood, and Hollywood. All three, you know, three groups are involved. So how it is different than other movies?
This movie has got a huge social message. This movie has shined the light on the biggest global human rights issues of our time, child trafficking. And this movie, with a big cause in it, it has got a huge impact. It will bring an impact, and it will bring awareness among the people globally, among the young people, among everybody. So that's why there's a difference with the message, difference with a big cause on it, difference with it's going to bring a changes and impact on many peoples around the world.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And if you are more interested, you can visit childreachnepal.org. Correct? Yeah, that's the website, and the organization where Dr. Lama is serving. And please watch the movie SOLT, which is coming very soon. Thank you.